before we move on to the event, I'd like to invite Srishti Challa, an undergrad neuroscience student, and HB Singh to first start off with the, and which will be followed by
check, check. Janagana. Indian, right? Indian kada? Okay. Janagana mana adhinayaka jaya he Bharata bhagya vidata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Banga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchchala Jaladhi Taranga Tava Shubha Name Jage Tava Shubha Ashisha Mage Gahe Tava Jaya Gatha Janagana Mangaladayaka Jaya He Bharata Bhagya Vidata Jaya He Jaya He Jaya He Jaya 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 He Jai Hind. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight over the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Then you might want to hold on to this. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. So I have been bestowed the honor of introducing Anu Gopalkrishnan, who is the MC or the master of ceremonies for the evening. So you might have heard of the term jack of all trades. So here we have someone who is like, she's this charming MC of ours. She's really a master at everything that she does. And she does everything to perfection. So Anu has years of experience building global business and tech communities. She's the head of partner relations at the Developers Alliance and has also founded Mint D Fuel, a global product management and digital marketing consulting firm. She is one of the executive producers and tech curators of TEDx Detroit that produces rich narratives for the globally acclaimed TED Talks. She's on the board of MI India Foundation, Cleary University in Howell, Michigan, and My Family Services. She also has a radio show in 6 Indian languages called Rocking Raga. In addition to the multiple hats that she adorns, the latest comes in the form of the Commissioner of MAPAC, Michigan Asian Pacific American Affairs for the state of Michigan, which she's been nominated by Governor Whitmer. So handing it over to Anu, looking forward to a really exciting evening.
Boy, you're like, thank you so much, Lalita. And the reason I'm standing here today is because of the 3 mosquitoes right here, Vatsala, Lalita, and Viji. But ASEI has been a hope ground for me. I fondly remember Mr. Ravi Raut, who's, I just looked at the table right there. He called me, I think he was the president in 2002, 2003. He had called me home and he was talking about ASEI fondly. And since then, ASEI has been a home ground for me. And I cannot go away from engineering community because my dad's an engineer from IIT Madras. And my brother had his engineering degree from Texas A&M. So I just really cannot run away from the engineering community because you guys are brains, and I know that because I lived and I grew up with brains in the family. So you're overloaded actually with a lot, and you are the architects of the nation. And tonight it gives me complete pleasure to host this evening for you. So are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So before we move on, I just wanted to do a quick raise of hands, okay? ASEI has 5 chapters, right? So where are the 5 chapters located?
Michigan.
Go ahead.
SoCal.
Michigan, Washington, Dallas, South California, Silicon Valley. Was that fine? All right. Good job. All right. So who are all from ASEI here? Yeah, I was expecting all of you to actually blurt out the 5 chapters. But anyways, I know you guys are, we're going to do a little wrap up. But then before we move on, I'd like to thank the sponsors for today. We appreciate your support and contributions. Thank you very much. GHD, Schoolcraft College Foundation, ITC, Detroit Engineered Products, Cruise, HTC Global Services, Bosch, Champion X, Wipro Pari, GMS Registrar, LGC Global, and Hari Bindal family. Thank you so much. Sponsors, you mean a lot. We've run events after events, and we know what funding means, and we know what sponsors mean. So thank you so much for being here tonight and doing your bit to the community. Now, without further ado, I have somebody who's going to take the stage. Good friend of mine. I had the privilege and honor of working with him with TEDx, with at least about 5 TED Talks in the past 5 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Lee is the founder and owner of the award-winning Sean Lee Studios in Southfield. Sean is a photography instructor for Schoolcraft College in Livonia. Ram should be very familiar. And is the CEO president of the Multicultural Association of Professional Photographers, national affiliate of the PPA. He's the founder of the Rock That Photography Conference and Trade Show, the only national level recognized conference geared toward diversity. Sean is a featured speaker for Miller's Professional Imaging, co-chair of Speaker Selection Committee for Imaging USA Conference, executive producer and director of photography for TEDx Detroit, and lead visual storyteller for Rebrand Cities, an initiative partnered with WordPress.com to put 10,000 small businesses on the grid globally. You'll often hear Sean say money or bring the pain. And most recently, it's rock that, which is energetic terms for making life happen. He approaches photography, his love for people, his community initiatives, very much the same way with a great deal of enthusiasm. So ASEI, tonight, each and every one of you should say rock that. Otherwise, Sean is not coming to the stage. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Rock that! All right, with all the energy you received from all the Indian appetizers, ladies and gentlemen, put your ASEI hands together and welcome the man, the machine, the photographer, 2022 Humanitarian of the Year awardee, Sean Lee. All right, Sean, why don't you come on stage? And I'd also like to have the privilege of the co-chairs for tonight's, for actually the entire day's convention, Mr. Muthu Sivanandam and Rakesh Patel.
Oh, that's not working. Hello, friends. How are you? Well, thank you, Anu. Anu is a big supporter of ASEI, and she's been there since I started ASEI, so right, isn't it? But well, it's my honor to be here on the 35th convention. It's with my fellow engineers. This is the 48 years of ASEI. First of all, I wanted to thank you, everyone, speakers, my team. I think I need a big applause for Muthu and my ASEI board members, national board members. So, I'm here, you are here because of them. So, big applause for them. And you know what? Clapping makes you healthy and makes us happy. So, please continue that.
How about a big round of One more round of applause.
So, we had a whole day we had a technical vibes. Since morning, we got inspired, we got motivated, we got educated. So if your spouse or if your family member stays tonight in front of laptop or tomorrow morning in front of laptop, please do not blame ASEI. It's just blame to them. Muthu, after learning all this technical session, I already transformed myself. I learned disruptive technology and, I got disrupted today.
How?
Well, I innovated myself. Based on this disruptive technology which I learned, I took my speech and I applied the disruptive technology. And disruptive technology took my sentences out. So, and it says it's very easy to remember. You can think about it now, later, and maybe, for a few more days. So here is my speech goes. Engineering in you. Transform yourself. ChatGPT. Mobility, fun engineering, cruise yourself, disrupt yourself, disrupt others, thinking, connect now, networking in person, change beyond your limits, knowing others, work-life balance. Recognize other, appreciate. Okay. Golf, pickleball, celebration, dinner. Okay, I'm gone now. Thank you.
Wow. Let's leave the stage for the man, Rock That. We had a wonderful session. Thank you all sponsors. Go to you, Sean Lee.
Testing 1, 2. Can you all hear me? Yes. I love her energy. Rock that. Listen, I'll tell you all this. Can I get the other microphone? Is that possible? And then switch for me. Yes, thank you. So listen, that is the most that I have ever heard a new talk ever in my life. And we've been working together for like 3, 4, 5 years on TEDxDetroit.com. I've never seen such personality before. Is that the way all of you are? Money, rock that. Bring the pain. Put your hands together. Listen, did you see the two ladies that was right here? Like, they was like ready to cheer. I don't know what that was. It was like a game show. They was ready to answer. Like, the answer is yes, yeah. Is that how that goes? Here, somebody help me out. Rock that. So listen, before I get started, I want to take a selfie. Can I do that? I am a photographer, so I want to get a selfie with everybody. Stand to your feet, please. Come on, let's do it. Yes, stand to your feet. Is there a different way to say that? Okay. I said that. Didn't nobody stand up? Okay, now, No, we got to do something. Okay, so I don't want you just standing to your feet. On the count of three, I don't know if you all are used to this, but on the count of three, not before three, not on two, but on three, I need you to yell to the top of your lungs. You're going to yell, rock that. Can we practice? 1, 2, 3.
Rock that.
That's not loud enough. So yeah. So next time I need it louder. And then I need everybody, not standing like this. I need everybody. You throw your hands in the air, point to the camera. I want all of it. All right. And I need this stance right here, not this. I need this stance right here. You ready? On the count of three. Oh, this hottest stuff on the planet. 1, 2, 3. Do it.
Rock that.
Yeah, money. Oh, that's dope right there. Do it again. 1, 2, 3.
Rock that.
Last one. 1, 2, 3.
Rock that.
All right. Thank you all. Sit down. You got your aerobics in and everything. Very cool. Thank you all. Listen. Thank you all for having me. All right. The American Society of Engineers of Indian Origin. Very cool. And so from what I understand, most of you all moved here. You went to school here. You started businesses. You invested. You give back a great deal. Is that right? Give yourselves a big round of applause. It means a lot. It means a lot. Thank you. Thank you for what you do. So here we go. I'm going to introduce myself. I believe this to my core. Our greatest resource is human. All right. My name once again is Sean Lee, and I am a photographer. Before I am a photographer, I absolutely love people. All right. Absolutely love people, so much so that it is who I am. It is what I do. And even though I am a professional photographer and take photographs, at the core of everything that I do, it is serving people, whether that's in my industry, whether that is society, community, whatever the case may be. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of my story. Is that all right? Rock that. You're going to hear it a lot. You might as well get used to it, money. Let's go. All right. So I believe this. Superheroes are real, right? Need is and always will be the driver of innovation. All right. And so every photograph, or a lot of the photographs that you will see are photographs that I've taken. So this is a high school senior boy. His name was Ed. Ed is a big fella. Had a real deep voice. He said, "Hi, how you doing, Mr. Lee?" This is how he talked. "Hey, what's going on, Mr. Lee? How you doing?" And so some kids just make you work for it. This is his high school senior session. And you know, he didn't give me no extra, right? And so at the end of the session, I was like, "Okay, Ed, you got to give me something." I said, "Can you jump?" He said, "You want me to jump, Mr. Lee?" I said, "Yeah, Ed, I need you to jump, man. All right? Give me a jump on the count of 3, just like we just did to rock that thing." I said, 1, 2, 3. Ed jumped. Boom. We captured this, right? It came up on the screen. Me and his mom was high-fiving, everything, right? And so we had some creativity going after that. He was graduating from high school, so we added the flame from a shuttle coming out of his feet because he was graduating, and we called it launching out. Rock that. Rock that. So I try to use some of my stuff in my slides because I believe that superheroes are real. Superheroes are real. And so I love Marvel. I don't know if you all like superhero movies. I love that stuff. I love it. Money. If I was a superhero, then I would have, like, my stomach would be my superpower or something like that, and stretch marks would whatever. Right. Anyway, and so I believe that our superpower is the stuff that we do, the way we overcome, the way we transcend. The way we transcend society. The places we come from don't necessarily have to define who we end up to be, right? And so overcoming and transcending and becoming who we need to be to change our communities, our environments, make us the superheroes that we need to be for our society, right? And so in all of that, at a time when Detroit was going through bankruptcy, does anybody remember that? When Detroit was going through bankruptcy, I could have either complained or become a part of the solution. So as a photographer, what I decided to do was some photo walks. I grabbed all of these people. Detroit going through bankruptcy. We were the butt of everybody's jokes in the world. Everybody was talking about us. Everywhere I went to speak on a stage, they were talking trash about us. And so I put a walk together, and I had people from everywhere. People came from Canada, from Miami, from Texas, all over the nation to come to Detroit, tour the highlights of the city of Detroit. We took photos of the city of Detroit, and then after the walk, we went and bum rushed a downtown Detroit restaurant and ate. And it served as a purpose to get people to come to Detroit when they were fearful of Detroit, right? And so we reintroduced Detroit in an innovative way. And so I called it the I See Detroit photo tour. And this is what it looked like. And this is what we did. And that photo tour turned into a bus tour where we used everything Detroit. And so what we started to do was bring students in from schools who had never been to historical districts within the city. And we partnered with people like the city council members, business owners, and we would put them on the bus, and we would create touch points between kids who had never seen anything before and leaders in our society, right? And these leaders became mentors of kids that would photograph historical districts on a bus that, this was the hottest stuff on the planet. I don't know what you say. Rock that, right? So the I See Detroit walking tour became the I See Detroit bus tour. And this is how it went. We had kids with cameras in their hands on a bus that was painted, a yellow cheese bus that was painted with a mural. And then this is how they looked. You all see that? Money rock that. You see this lady right here? Woo! That's pure excitement. I don't care what you say. Right? And so for me, it was, how do I now bring a spirit of life to a city that is going through it, right? This is how I did. I love kids, so I mentor kids. This was back before I had braces, so you could look between my teeth and see my tonsils. Rock that, right? But I believe that it is our responsibility to reinvest in the next generation, right? Because if I want them to lead me tomorrow, when God willing, I reach 80, 90 years old, then we have to invest in them today. Rock that? We did something that was pretty god doggone innovative. So during the time when we were going through bankruptcy, remember they wanted to shut down the DIA, sell and liquidate all of the assets of the DIA. Do you all remember that? So we partnered with the DIA, and we had what we called Detroit's largest selfie. Money, this was the hottest stuff on the planet. It didn't take no money. We spent like $500 that entire week. We called it Detroit Week, and we had people come down in February of 2014 when we were in the middle of bankruptcy, and we had everybody take a selfie. Something amazing happened at that time. During Detroit Week, we had a physical reach of 1,500 people. We had an online reach of 8.2 million people. That week, yes, you can clap, rock that. Here's the deal. Something as simple as a selfie, you either love it or you hate it, but everybody knows about it. And something as simple as a selfie brought everybody together, right? And we reached 84 media outlets. Ellen had done something at the Oscars on a selfie that year. Something amazing happened. Every local TV station, radio station, news outlet came out to Detroit's largest selfie. Money, money. Hottest stuff on the planet, right? This was our give back to people were saying Detroit is going through bankruptcy. And we were saying, no, the spirit of Detroit is strong. And no, you will not liquidate our museum. Are you crazy? This is our museum. No, you won't take our art. Money, we're going to do the selfie. And this was in the paper the next day. And they quoted me where I said, selfies are part of our digital landscape these days. And selfies at the DIA bring people together. This gave us a reach and gave me a reach beyond just a local photographer. Rock that? Rock that. I'm trying to speak fast because they told me I only had 30 minutes and I feel like 20 of that is gone already. Rock that. So this led to the Professional Photographers of America. Now, the PPA is an organization that I belong to. I run diversity for that organization. It is the largest organization in the world for photographers with 36,000 plus members in 54 countries. And this chunky dark-skinned dude from Detroit runs diversity for that organization. Rock that? Thank you. Yes. And so I have, because I say it all the time, y'all done heard it enough already, I started a conference called the Rock That Photography Conference and Trade Show, where we bring in some of the hottest talent from around the globe that is diverse. And we have 3 days of content, of teaching, of instruction around the city of Detroit. Cool? Rock that? We have, so to give you an idea of the talent of this, we have, so in here you'll see Terrell Lloyd, who is the head photographer for the San Francisco 49ers. So we have heads of industry that speak at this conference, right? I made it a point. It was important to me because I love people, not just to do photography and shop talk. We actually partnered with the NSO, the Neighborhood Service Organization. Anybody familiar with the NSO? They feed and take care of our homeless population in the city of Detroit. They bought the Bell Building and turned all of those, they turned it into 116 units, apartments for people in transition from homelessness to being positive roles in society, right? We partnered with them, and as my conference was going on, and as we were doing photo walks, we had a separate set of volunteers go down to the NSO, and we catered in full meals for people. We catered in full meals, and we make sure they eat everything that they want to eat. It is important to me that if I'm going to do photography and be in the industry, that I also want to serve the society that I came from. You never know. It could be you one day. Rock that? Yes. Yes, right? And so that's what we did. We also partnered with a friend of mine. His name is Matt Myers. This is a very cool project. We do something where we partner with the Angels of Hope, which is an organization that takes care of cancer patients. And so Matt Myers takes photos of kids. Friend of mine takes photos of kids that have terminal cancer, and we ask them what they want to be, their superheroes, their alternate egos, all of those things. And we have artists and photographers take photos of them, and then we turn those photos into canvases from one of our sponsors. And at our closing party, we deliver those to the kids and their families. And so this young man right here had to be 5, 6 years old, had terminal cancer, and he wanted to be Superman. And so we presented him with his canvas. At our closing party, photography conference, rock that, right? This young girl, she had been through 3 bouts of cancer, and this made her cry, right? And so we introduced her canvas to her, and she was Wonder Woman. Money. Forgive me, I'm getting emotional right now every time I see this. And so these parents, their little boy was 3 years old. And he was running around all over the place. And it was just an emotional day. And our closing party was like 8, 9 o'clock at night. They could not bring him. He was sick, but we took a photo of him. And you see dad crying? Like, dad is a crier. And he started crying, and then I started crying. And I'm like, dude, you cannot be doing this, man. And so he crying, and then boom, his kid was Flash. You never know what this stuff means to people, what it means to their families. And so this is how we decided to serve society. And so at my conference, more than a color of people, can somebody remind me of my time? How much time I got left? You sure? Somebody said I got enough time. He don't know. He just saying you. Keep going. Rock, 4 minutes? Are you serious? Okay, we're going to have to go through this real fast. Somebody say real fast. Turn your superpower on, Sean. Okay, so more than just the color of people. The lady right there that is getting hugged, her name is Deborah Davis. On the day of my conference back in 2019, on that day, her sister passed away. The gentleman hugging her is a Jewish man named Jason Group, one of the top influencers in the photography industry. His wife had just had breast cancer surgery the day before he came to be at our conference, right? His wife had breast cancer surgery. And so here's the deal. Somebody would ask, well, her sister died. Deborah left that morning from the conference. She came back to the conference. This was her after she came back to the conference. People might ask, why did she come back to the conference? I believe she came back because she felt like she had a support base there, right? And so Jason came and hugged her. We stopped our photography conference in the middle and we started to show her love. Rock that. Now, yes, clap your hands. Clap, yes, clap them. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. I don't know what religion you are, right? But I started to pray, okay? And so I know Jesus, and we started to pray in Jesus' name. This is what makes this significant. Jason is Jewish. I started praying in Christian, and there's a photographer in there. Her name is Shadia. Shadia is Muslim. And every single person joined in on the prayer. You want to know why? Because at the end of the day, nobody cares what religion you are or who you pray to. We care about people. We care about people. And so we wrapped our arms around her, and you will see every type of person, culture, color, shade. It don't make a difference. We don't care about your religion. We care about people. Rock that. Whew. All right. I need to get past all of this because we ain't got no more time left. What I got? Like a minute and a half? 30 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna go through real quick. We won a bunch of money to do an after-school program, right? This is the Cliff Notes version, all right? So we did the after-school program. We invested in kids. We did a give back, all right? We ain't gonna do the video. We're gonna keep going, all right? And we gave about $20,000 away, one to an art teacher who was spending her own money to invest in her kids. The district did not have any money. So she was spending her own money away from her own family to buy art supplies for her kids, right? And so we awarded her $5,000. And then this is a mom who has 4 kids who was a teacher, went full-time in photography, was becoming successful. She's now my assistant director of photography at TEDx Detroit. We awarded her $5,000. We did over 65. We did under 25 awards for $2,500 each. Right? This is giving back to society. All of this stuff was on WMJ. Last thing. Hold up, real quick. For real. Last thing, I think. All right. Big B. Rock that. Somebody say rock that. Anybody know Big B Coffee? Okay, Big B Coffee. I'm sponsored by Big B Coffee to just go into coffee shops and just buy for people. You want to know why? Because it just pays to be kind. Look to your neighbor, say, be kind. Okay, yeah, that was a delayed reaction. It's okay. It's all right. I love y'all, right? So we started a kindness campaign, and we had people come in and we just bought for everybody. Even the dogs got pup cups. Rock that. Yes, rock that. It pays to be kind. And so if you're ever at Big B Coffee, their motto is love people, right? We do that because we believe, once again, in people. I'm a photographer. I'm a creative. It don't matter. I love people. Rock that. Yes. So anytime you're anywhere, this is my challenge to you. It could be a coffee shop. It could be a restaurant. Take $5, $10 and go. Here's the thing that takes the courage. Take $5, $10 and invade somebody's personal space and say, today I'm buying this for you. And they might say, oh, no, that's okay. Because that's what people say. Are you sure? That's okay. No, you say, nope, today I'm buying this. I'm buying this today. And you might fight with them, but fight with them. To be kind. If there's gonna be violence, let there be violence over kindness, right? Rock that. All right, real quick. Be inspired. All right. If you're gonna live an inspired life. Passion is willing to suffer for. Be passionate about life, right? And resolve is a strong, unwavering decision. Thank you very, very much, ASEI.
All right, Sean, you're not going anywhere. All right, thank you so much. So we need to really please him, right? So one more time, rock that! All right, that's the theme for the night, all right? Rock that is going to be the theme for the night. And be kind, guys, be kind. Kind is something it's free. You just need to be kind to each other. All right. So, Sean, just a little memento. I'd like to have Lalita, one of the board members.
Hold on. Ladies. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Sean. All right, and then I would love to invite. I haven't met this person. I just said hi to him now, but I met him online, virtual, and I've seen his posts on LinkedIn. One of the most connected, really, really cool guys, I think. From Silicon Valley to Michigan to Atlanta to Texas, you name it, and this person really has connections in the network. And I'd like to invite none other than our national president of ASEI, Mr. Piyush Malik. Piyush has a pretty tough job to beat tonight. Piyush, welcome. We'd love to definitely hear you say a few words. Thank you. All right, your ASEI hands together for Piyush Malik.
This is the first time I'm meeting Anu in person, though we've worked together remotely during the last convention we did virtually. So, many of you were here this morning for the State of the Union address. Okay, only 25% of the folks. So, what I will do is, maybe I'll spend 2 minutes on this, what I spoke in the morning, and then really what I want to convey in this next segment. In my State of the Union address, I talked about how I got involved with ASEI, and I'm not going to repeat that because there's recording available. What I want to talk about is the next 40 years. Because what got us here will not get us there. So, ASEI was founded here, Michigan. I'm so glad to be here in presence of all of you. If only the clicker would work. All right, next one. So, in the morning I had talked about how just after an invitation to speak at one of these national conventions, I got drawn in and ultimately led to the founding of the Silicon Valley chapter, and how I've been at the helm longer than I have ever served any other non-profit in my life. Can you imagine it? More than 12 years I've been involved here. Typically I serve a non-profit 5 to 10 years and then move on to other things. And by the way, this happens to be my passion, evening and weekend job. I do have a 9 to 5. So, our priorities, when I took on the national leadership role 3 years back, we wanted our 5 pillars, and these have evolved from 3 to 4 to 5 in these 3 years. Mentor Connect, University Connect, Youth Exposition, Knowledge Sharing, and the Corporate Connect. Details are up there. I won't repeat since I talked at length about it in the morning. What I want to emphasize is mentoring, connecting with youth, empowering youth, developing the skills for tomorrow. That's been in our DNA. Strengthening relationships between India and US in technology matters is in our DNA. Networking and finding opportunities for each other is in our DNA. So what are we missing? We are missing the passion to get to the next level. We sometimes stay within our own comfort zone, and I want us all to get out of that comfort zone. In the words of some of the speakers who spoke in the morning, disrupting ourselves, because AI and generative AI, which are the technologies that I work in my 9 to 5, I'm a data and AI professional for the last 30 plus years. Those technologies are disrupting every industry, and I want us all to introspect and see what we can do for the society, for our next generation. Let's move on to the next slide, please. All right, so I talked about all these things in the morning. This is the State of the Union doing a lot of things during the COVID time, 55 plus programs remotely. Then since the COVID restrictions have lifted, 20 plus programs around the different chapters, and more proud of it than anything else of DEIB, Diversity, Inclusion and Belonging, where we have now more than 35 to 45% women in every chapter of ASEI. And it takes quite a lot of effort. So I was having meetings with every chapter president lately, and I've told them no manels, which means panels with only men on it. No committee without a woman involved. So this time we had Vatsla heading our awards committee. And this trend will continue whether I am here or not. And as I said, my time's up. I'm beyond my expiration date. And of course, we've got our university relations, and relations with every chapter is encouraged to have student chapters around there. So we are doing a lot of those kind of things. And the proof is in the pudding. While we've been doing work here, there are external organizations that have been taking notice of the things we've been doing in ASEI. Never in my wildest dream could have I thought that the mentoring activity, the sponsorship activity, the scholarship to students that we've been doing in Silicon Valley for the last 9 years would be noticed by National Council for Women in Technology. NCWIT Award, Mentor Award we got. We got NAP to take notice, National Association for Asian American Professionals. Of course, you know, they recognized me with the Lifetime Award, but that was more because I was doing things for ASEI more than any other organization. And of course, AHA Club, all of that happened in the last 1 year. If you can move on. There was one slide at the back where you saw one thing which we have done is we have enrolled ourselves to be able to get Presidential Volunteer Service Awards, which means any volunteer, student or adult who does service for ASEI is eligible to get a letter from the President of the US, and based on the recommendation and certifications that we provide, they will issue that certificate. So that's a great win for our student volunteers. So please let all the students in your life know to volunteer for us and win that. And in fact, all adults are eligible as well. And if, yeah, these are some of the awards and ambassadors meeting with the ministers whenever they're coming. They recognize ASEI and we are on the map. If you can forward, please. We have, through our programs, bridged the gap from school through our STEM and YTE programs to University Connect program to the university students, to corporate, through mentoring, through programs that we've done for recently laid off people. We've done leadership summits. We've done knowledge sharing programs for various topics like artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, generative AI, for design summit, you name it. We've always kept our members at the top. And one thing more than ever, we made all of our programs available virtually and for free for everyone. We made membership free for all our students. We even made our basic membership free for all adults as well. And that couldn't happen without the support of our board of directors who are all there. I want to recognize all the national and Michigan chapter board of directors. Please stand up. Dr. Thomas Abraham, Ram Ramanajaram, Dr. Shrikant Agrawal, Will, Vatsla, Lalita, Santosh, Anjali and Jwalant and Rakesh, and I'm missing some folks. All these folks are, we have folks from national as well as some folks who were here from SoCal chapter. There were folks from Silicon Valley chapter who have flown back, but what I'm saying is it's right now supported by the board members and also the sponsors and the donors. So we thank all the sponsors. Thank you for all the donations, because we are 501c3, which means you get tax credit for it. So please feel free whenever the tax giving season comes. Now, career growth, networking we've talked about. That was what got us here for the last 40 years. We are very proud to be celebrating our 40th anniversary here. In the last 40 years, we've done 35 national conventions, and it's not easy to put together a national convention. I have seen the Michigan chapter spend nights and days for the last 2 weeks on this convention. Big round of applause for the Michigan chapter. And what got us here will not get us where I want us to go. I want us to go to the moon. I want us to go where India has already shown the path. And we want us to scale better heights. I want ASEI to be recognized in wider circuits. We have formed partnership with IIT, Pan-IIT organization, CII, NASCOM. Now these are some terms. Many of you may be wondering, what is CII? Confederation of Indian Industries is an industry body in India. National Association of Engineering is an industry body in the US. We have partnership with National Association for Software Professionals in India. All those discussions are always in parallel, and they now recognize us. So what I want us to talk about is the planet. The next step is going from point C to point D with sustainability, energy transition, and environment, which have been the themes of our last two conventions, last convention as well as this one, where we have had talks, keynotes about it. So let's get to the next slide, please. And this is the key takeaway. How will we get there? I want to dream of a day where we are able to give $40,000 of scholarships to students every year for the next 5 years. Ultimately, in 10 years, we want to be able to raise $1 million every year to be given out to scholarships, especially for students who are coming from India, fresh off the boat. They need some support structure. They need how to fit into the corporate America. They need internships. They need an entry into an entry-level job, because most entry-level jobs require 5 years of experience. Where is somebody supposed to get that? We've got to ask the corporate members in this distinguished audience that we need to get involved and do something for the community. And for that, I would really, really appreciate if the corporate programs, and especially the Gen W. I did not talk about this in the morning, but I want to talk about Gen W. Gen W is all of you who have W. And what is W? Wisdom. We have years behind our experience, and this wisdom needs to be put into proper use to connect to Gen Zs, to connect to millennials, and impart that practical knowledge of the industry and take this thing. So Gen Zs, the folks who are ready to retire, but too young and too energetic to retire, they will have something to give back. And at the same time, we would want our entire community to rise together. So with that, call to action, all of us need to support ASEI. Our SERP program is being revived today, and you'll see the SERP awardees. That's one step. I want to take to the next step, that our internships in every chapter, we should be able to provide internships to students, and every chapter should be able to raise money through sponsors without us having to go with a begging ball. So urge you all to get involved. Thank you very much. That's my time.
Thank you. Thank you, Piyush, and thanks for igniting our minds to disrupt. And there's a whole bunch of industries out there, right? Sustainable living to mobility to AI, which is right now coming. So it takes us nicely into our next segment. I would definitely need you on stage, Piyush. I'm so sorry to have let you go. Love for you to be here as we present the ASEI Engineer of the Year Award for AI. And this individual, when I was told that I was going to speak about a little bit about her, I just went online looking for some details and some information. And boy, oh boy, what a fantastic, phenomenal contribution. The 2023 ASEI Engineer of the Year Award goes to an exceptional individual, Rama Akiraju, Vice President of AI for IT at NVIDIA. Prior to this, Rama held various leadership roles at IBM in her 2 decades plus career. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome Piyush Malik as he gives the 2023 ASEI Engineer of the Year Award for AI to Rama Akiraju.
Yeah, sure. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for having me here tonight. I'm deeply honored to receive this Engineer of the Year award from the American Society of Engineers of Indian origin. This award means the world to me. It's a testament to the opportunities this country has offered me for the past 25 plus years. I came here with a dream, and the USA opened its arms and opportunities to make that dream come true. As Albert Einstein once said famously, any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Well, that's true. Then I guess as engineers, we are the ones who are actually weaving that magic through our magic wands to build a future. I was listening to the keynote speech by Dr. Venkatesh Prasad this afternoon, and in his closing keynote speech, he shared a very powerful image of an old Indian postage stamp depicting a dock runner, that's a postman. That postage stamp was from 1937, and it showed how post was delivered during that times. Today to present day times when we can send messages instantaneously, of course. And it took a lot in advancements in telecommunications, in hardware, software engineering, and so many other fields to make that kind of technological revolution happen. And engineers are at the center of making all of those things happen. The latest transformative technology that is poised to revolutionize the world now is AI. AI is reshaping industries worldwide. It's engineers who are building these large language models, the accelerated compute, the GPUs that power these latest round of innovations that is happening in the world of AI. But it doesn't stop there. Engineers are the driving force behind multitude of innovations that have happened in the past and will continue to be so. We are designing and building electric vehicles, smarter cities, and breakthroughs in healthcare, robotics, and space innovation and more. So my fellow engineers, let's embrace these opportunities. We are the ones best positioned to lead these charges, understanding the potentials as well as the challenges. Let's innovate relentlessly using our skills to solve present-day problems, global challenges, and leave a legacy of progress. Thank you for this honor. Let's continue engineering a bright future, one breakthrough innovation at a time. And to the young audiences who are in here today, I saw some of the robotics presentations that you all did. AI is poised to revolutionize the world, and you are at the center of it as the next generation. Embrace it, learn the technology. It's getting easier and easier to use it, and you are poised to really revolutionize it, to make it happen. Thank you. Thank you for this honor. I really appreciate being here with all of you, and thanks AICI once again.
Right, and Rama did raise a very important point in terms of AI, but do not forget there is AI and ethics, because there is fake news, there is bias. So I think as engineers of tomorrow, as Piyush laid out, I think you've pretty much laid out a blueprint for the next 40 years, so you're not going anywhere, Piyush. So one way you talk about disruption, the other way, you're not going anywhere. All right, so all of you out here, engineers, put your hands together as I welcome Rakesh Patel to give away the next award, Engineer of the Year Award for Transportation and Sustainability. I had a very small opportunity to speak to him. It goes to Dr. Praveen, who's a transportation safety researcher for more than a decade. Currently, he's the president and CEO of the Mobility Vision Incorporated, a startup 501c3. And prior to this, he was a postdoctoral researcher at the University of California, UC Berkeley, Safe Transportation Research and Education Center. And he keeps researching and researching and researching. My dad's going to love you. So, Dr. Praveen, ladies and gentlemen, put your ASEI hands together and welcome the Engineer of the Year Award, the ASEI Engineer of the Year for Transportation and Sustainability, presented to Dr. Praveen Wailamkuri.
Thank you, guys. It's great honor to be here in front of you, being volunteering with ASEI for the last almost 2 years now in the Silicon Valley chapter as an ambassador for the University Connect program at UC Berkeley. And now receiving this award means a lot. I'm truly honored. So my work related to transportation, which I call it as mobility, doesn't matter whether it is 5-year-old kid or 85-year-old person. We need to move. So first thing when we wake up in the morning, people started thinking, oh, I need to go to work, I need to go to grocery, my kids have to be dropped in school. So how we are going to do this one? What mode of transportation we need to use? All the mobility. You want to walk, bike, drive, or use the public transportation because of scary of public safety, especially in the Bay Area. So then after thinking about all those things, what are the factors you need to consider when you have to choose, pick and choose one among the mobility modes? So I come with my own research on safety and sustainability. I say that safety and sustainability, if you want to make sure that you are coming back to your home, so-called home, safely, you have to be on a safer mode of mobility. And you want to support the climate tech, it should be sustainability. Whether you have the option to use public transportation or sustainable mode of mobility. So that's where I end up with being a PhD from IIT Madras and then as a researcher at UC Berkeley for 5 years. I quit that job to start this venture, which is called Mobility, because I'm more passionate about community activities. Being with the community gives some engineering measures to the community. I really truly honor with this award, and thank you all.
Thank you, Praveen. I'd like to invite Jwalant Lakhia, a long-time ASEI board member, carrying various roles, right? Jwalant will introduce the next award.
Thank you, Anu. So, next award is very special to me personally and for ASEI. as a past recipient of this award and special affection for Hariji, it's very appropriate that at least I introduce the award to the team. So Hariji, as all of us who have been involved with ASEI for at least 5+ years, have had some opportunity to interact with him. And there is a reason why ASEI is still around for 40 years. He was one of the founding members, but as a founder, he stuck with ASEI until his last days. And it's just, many organizations start, they go away, people come, people go, but he has been there throughout entire, ASEI's existence until recently that, he passed away. So we are always going to be forever, grateful for Hariji. Now, we lost him in 2020, and even after he's gone, his family has continued his legacy. And to that end, I would like to invite Dr. Neeraj Bindal to talk about the Hari Bindal Founders Award and tell us more about Hariji. Neeraj, please.
Honored to be here. Thank you so much, Charlotte. Just how about a good hand applause for Sean for our keynote speaker tonight, and for Piyush Malik at the helm of ASEI for the last 3-4 years, and hopefully he'll be around. I don't know if we can kind of get you to stay here a little longer. Today's a really bittersweet moment for me, and so I'm Neeraj Bindal. And I'm here with my sister as well. Neeraj Bindal, you want to come? So my mom was supposed to be here today, but it was going to be a little emotional for her. But like I said, I'm really honored to be here. My dad, Hari Bindal, is the founder of ASEI, and just how he came up with the idea was it's been 40 years. I can't believe it's been 40 years. And he was telling the story that he was at a Christmas party, and he was talking to a fellow guest. And if you're not an engineer, you must be a physician, which, he was talking to a physician. And they were talking, and they said, we have a nice community of physicians, an organization with thousands and thousands of members. And I'm sure the engineers must have a similar group. And, 6 months later, he got the approval for a nonprofit organization, May of 1983. Right? So here we are, 40 years later. I was 12 at the time, and I remember him spending lots of times, lots of meetings. He's been to every single convention. I've been to many of the conventions when we were living in Detroit, and it's nostalgic to be back in Detroit, so yay, Detroit. I still consider this my hometown. But he spent tirelessly long hours into the middle of the night. He spent calling people for volunteers, calling people for sponsors and donations and for presentations. And, now we have chapters across the country, and look at everybody in the audience today and thousands of members. These are the efforts of really, really hard work. And the people that have taken over, and the presidents and the chapter presidents and the members and the volunteers, I commend you. Thank you. Really, this would not be possible unless, all of you guys are here and contributing in some way. I really like the awards that you guys do, because it really recognizes people in the community, but at the same time, it really elevates ASEI. Right? We got people winning awards that are nationally and internationally recognized, right? And they're here accepting awards from ASEI. This is like the Oscars and the Emmys, right? It's a big deal. So as these recipients are appreciative of taking these awards, we should be very appreciative of the organization that ASEI has become and where it's going. And it's really a two-way avenue, right? Two-way street, because every success of every Indian person elevates ASEI, right? Your success, my success, all of our success really helps each other. And the hard work that it takes, it's amazing what you guys have put together today. It's a lot of, and it's all volunteer, so it takes away time from your family, the resources, the limited time that you have. And I think my dad recognized that, so starting the Founders Award, which is now called the Harry B. Bindle Founders Award. And so I have great privilege to be standing in his shoes, because otherwise he would be presenting this award to, thank you, to Muthu Shivanantham, who's been the president of the Michigan chapter for the last 3 years, and is also co-chaired this whole beautiful convention tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Just how Neeraj felt emotional, I'm in the same boat as you. Humbled is the only word I can say, especially to receive this award from the founders' family itself, Hari Bindal ji. So Bindal ji and few patrons started this organization 40 years ago in one of their basements, and I hope we have lived up to their expectation. So 3 years ago, when the Michigan chapter folks called me and said, Muthu, you should be the president. I was like, why me? Can I? They were like, yes, you, go for it. So I was like, if I have to do this, hey, I have to talk to industry leaders, community leaders. Can I do that? Why me? They were like, you are the right guy, go for it. And came this convention, 35th, and it also marks the 40th year anniversary. So again, I asked the same question when they said, co-chair this convention. I was like, why me? Can I? They were like, you are the man, go for it. So, working for ASEI and interacting with all you guys not only taught me leadership lessons, at the same time, how to do service. And the best thing about this job, about this role is like, you don't have to be the smartest person on the earth. But look at all the brain power around here. Look at all the sessions that went through today. Right, from mobility to energy to infrastructure. I could still be the, not the smartest person, but I get to interact with industry's top leaders. So, humbled to get this award. This wouldn't have been possible without the wonderful family, always, who backs me up, and the ASEI family. Thank you so much.
Neeraj, thank you so much for the heart-touching talk, because we relate to you, a few of us relate to you, because it takes a lot. May 5th, 1983 is when Hariji made this happen for the community, and as engineers, I think with the right leadership and with the right teamwork, they have taken this, and I know the banner fell, it did not fall, it just bowed down. Right? All right. So thank you so much for being here and sharing a few moments. Thank you. All right. As we move on, there is a surprise award, and I'd like to bring back our Founders Awardee. That's how I'm going to be calling you for the night. Muthu Sivanandam, to give Presidential Award for Service Excellence.
When I was given this opportunity to award one of our colleagues from ASEI, I couldn't think of a better person who helped us since the day we started working on this convention, since the beginning of this year. That's none other than Kush Shah. So as soon as we started planning for this event, there was one program manager who got on the job every Thursday, every Tuesday, week by week. He would not miss a call. We chased him. He went to Iceland. He went to Arizona. He got stuck in traffic, but the calls went on and on and on.
I just want to say one thing. This is for the entire team. It is not a one person. So I really want to have a round of applause for all the team members who really worked hard for this. Thank you.
We're going to be giving the SERP awards, but that's going to be quick. But before that, I know it's a lot of award speeches, so I'm sure you'd love to hear some music. How about that? Yeah? Some more? Yeah, cool. All right, we have Shizne event. And, we're going to bring in Srishti Chala and Harish Chittur, but we're going to start off with Srishti first. And she's going to sing a couple of numbers. And then we're going to have a couple of numbers from Harish and Vijay. And we have a surprise guest singer from Canada, Vijay Srivastava. So we'll just do a little bit of music so you can just chill out, relax. And then we go back to our SERP awards. And then right after that for dinner. I promise.
Check, check. जिया चले. പുഞ്ചിരി രഞ്ജി കുഞ്ചിക്കോ മുന്തലി മുത്തലി ചിന്തിക്കോ മഞ്ചിരി വന്ന ചുണ്ടരിലാവേ താങ്കി തട്ടി തകതിയാടും പന്തലിലാവേ തങ്കക്കുരിശല്ലേ കുറുകും കുയിലല്ലേ മാരണമയിലല്ലേ തങ്കക്കുരിശല്ലേ കുറുകും കുയിലല്ലേ മാരണമയിലല്ലേ चले धुआ चले रात भर धुआ चले जानू न सखी रे दिया चले जा चले नैनो चले धुआ चले रात भर धुआ चले जानू न सखी रे दिया चले जा चले चुभती है नजर लगती है नजर, होठ सिल जाते उनके नर्म होठों से, मगर गिनती रहती हूँ मैं अपनी करवटों के सिलसिले। क्या करूँ कैसे कहूँ रात कब कैसे ढले, जिया चले जा चले नैनो तले, धुआं चले धुआं चले, रात भर धुआं चले, जानू ना जानू ना जानू ना सके रे, जिया चले जा चले नैनो तले, धुआं चले धुआं चले, रात भर धुआं चले, जानू ना जानू ना जानू ना सके रे, जिया जा रात कब कैसे ढले, जिया चले जा चले धुआं चले धुआं चले, रात भर धुआं चले, जानू ना जानू ना जानू ना सके, जिया चले जा चले मेरे गले, धुआं चले धुआं चले, रात भर धुआं चले, जानू ना जानू ना जानू ना सके, जिया चले Thank you.
Thank you, Anu, for the short and the sweet introduction. And I'm an engineer as well, so I can sing. So I do not know whether should I say singer, engineer, or engineer, singer, but we'll stick to engineer today. And thank you, Muthu and Vijay, for giving me this opportunity, because I used to sing in front of a lot of engineers, but after 30 years, I'm back again in a room where a lot of engineers are there. So thank you, and give a round of applause for all the engineers in this room. So very honored to be here. And this is a song which is from a movie, which is based on actually a song from a movie, Kala. And you might have heard the song, very famous one, Ghode Pe Kyun Sawar Hai. And in the movie, the song was from the girl, and it's a question she is asking to her beloved, and but in the movie there was no answer from the boy. So this is the answer from the boy, and the lyrics, and I want you to pay special attention to the lyrics, because it's been written by another engineer, and she happens to be my wife here, Lavina Shrivastava. So thank you very much. Can you play the first track, please, for me? Check one, check two. थोड़ी गाड़ियां बस
कोई जाके उन्हें ये बतलाए प्रीत का उनसे ये बस इजहार है, सजनी को भला क्यों इनकार है, सजनी को भला क्यों इनकार है। यूं पलट के दूर जाने से सजनवा के दुख पे हृदय के तार है, सजनी को भला क्यों इनकार है, सजनी को भला क्यों इनकार है। दांतों में हंस के उंगली दबाना, सब भूल जाने का है बहाना, सब जान के भी सब बूझ के भी मुश्किल करीब आना। वो नखरों से ठग के भरना वो जाने, नजरों से जुर्माना। जो मैं रोकूं कहा ना मेरा माने, बनाए 100 बहाने, बहस बेकार है, सजनी को भला क्यों इनकार है, सजनी को भला क्यों इनकार है। कोई जाके उन्हें ये बतलाए प्रीत का उनसे ये बस इज़हार है, सजनी को भला क्यों इनकार है, सजनी को भला क्यों इनकार है।
Thank you very much.
All right, I really wanted to do this because see this girl literally grow from an elementary school student to what she is right now, a high schooler. And she's literally won a lot of hearts in Michigan. And she's our guest singer. She happened to be here, and so she's going to sing a number for us. I don't know how you do it, but she is amazing. That's her mom right there. Shubhadar, right? Shubhadar Rao, yes. So, Shrishti Gubi, for you, and I hope you enjoy. And if you really love it, just give her a shout out at the end.
Hello, everybody. Is this on? How are you guys doing? Good? Okay, so this was kind of impromptu. So I'm doing the best that I can. I have not warmed up, but I'll do my best. This song has a part in the song that goes dun dun dun. Can you guys all scream when you hear that part? Yes? Okay, awesome. That's it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
आजा आजा दिल छोड़े रात की बत्ती तोड़े कोई गुड़ लग निकाले आज गुल्लक फोड़े आजा आजा दिल छोड़े रात की बत्ती तोड़े कोई गुड़ लग निकाले आज गुल्लक फोड़े दिल दिल बार मेरे दिल्ली कके गोड़ी गोड़ी बस बस पैसे कके मेरा दिल्ली थोड़ी थोड़ी बस बस पैसे कके चल चल रात की मक्की तोड़े कोई गुड़ लग निकाले आज गुल्लक को फोड़े आजा 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 जीवन दे है जिंदगी की कोई एक ही चांस है आजा जीवन दे है जिंदगी की कोई एक ही चांस है आगे हमारी हवाएं अगर साथ है तो ये रोमांस है यही कहते हैं यही सुनते हैं जो भी जाता है वो फिर से आता है नहीं आजा आजा दिल्ली तोड़े रात की मक्की तोड़े कोई गुड़ लग निकाले आज गुल्लक को फोड़े दिल दिलदार मेरे दिल्ली कटे गोड़ी गोड़ी बस बस पैसे कटे दिलदार मेरे दिल्ली कटे गोड़ी गोड़ी बस बस पैसे कटे चल चल दर्दों पे हुई कटे Thank you.
All right, didn't I tell you? All right, a shout out one more time for Srishti Gopi. Thank you, and thank you, Shubhada. Thank you so much. What a wonderful talent, and thanks to you, because as parents, you're nurturing all of this talent. So thank you. All right, we're going to move on to the SERP Awards. So I would like to call upon Jag Kota. Jag Kota to please come on stage. Jagji, please. Can I have Bridge on stage, please? This SERP award is given posthumously to Dr. Rabindra Raut, Dr. Ravi Raut. I'd also like to have his wife, Mrs. Chitra Raut, on stage.
Hello, good evening, and I'm Mrs. Chitra Raut. And this is the first time I've been out of the house, but this association was very, very dear to my husband's heart. And so I came out, and it is a great honor for me, though a little overwhelming, to come and receive this award in Ravi's name. And wherever he is, I know that he is very proud of ASEI, of everyone here, and he's looking out for us. I haven't prepared a speech, so just bear with me, and thank you. Namaste.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brit Seth. I am a family friend of Raut family, knowing 27 years. He always called me Bhai Sahab and treated me as his elder brother. So, as his elder brother, on behalf of the Raut family, I want to convey sincere thanks to ASEI members and boards for posthumously recognizing Ravi Raut. It's a big honor for the Raut family. You know, when a person is gone, people ask, what was his legacy? Ravi Raut's legacy was hard work, giving to the needy, and caring for others. He worked very hard, was recognized for his profession, expert in his profession, known not only nationwide in the United States, but internationally in India, Canada, and China. In giving, he gave hundreds of scholarships to needy students in India to go on to college studies. He not only cared for his loving family, he cared for all his friends and the people he knew. And in a tribute to Ravi Raut, I'll say a few plagiarized words. God took away a golden heart and it stopped beating. Working hands came to rest. God broke our hearts to prove to us He only takes the best. Leaves and flowers may wither, the golden sun set, but the hearts that love are the ones who will never forget. Thank you.
I have one more sentence to say. Jack didn't want me to speak because he thought I would get emotional. But I have promised Ravi never to get emotional in public, so I'm keeping my promise.
Thank you. Thank you all.
All right, Jack, please stay back. I would like to call upon Muthu to give away the SERP Award, the GMS Registrar SERP Award to Jug Kota. I'd like to invite Mr. Shrikant Agarwal. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. I'd like to invite Mr. Shrikant Agarwal to give away the GMS Registrar SERP Award to Anjali Kota. I would like Mr. Jug Kota to give away the award to Mr. Mahesh Reddy. But before that, a quick picture. Thank you, sir. Mr. Jug Kota will be giving away the GMS Registrar SERP Award to Mr. Mahesh Reddy. So Mr. Shrikant Agarwal would take the award as Mr. Mahesh Reddy is not here.
This award is to Mahesh Reddy, who was the member of the SERP founding committee, in which Ravi, me and him are there. Mahesh is not here. Yeah. You want that? Yeah.
Thank you.
Wondering what does SERP stand for? Why these gentlemen are here? A little bit history. This goes back more than 10 years, long before my time at ASEI. And thank you, Shrikantji and Jagji, for enlightening me a couple of years back. Need to restart the SERP program. SERP stands for Corporate Excellence Recognition Program. It's a way for corporations to recognize their employees at this prestigious avenue of ASEI National Conventions. So when the proposal came from GMS Registrar, Mr. Jug Kota asked Shrikantji and I to be on the call and said, we need to revive this program. And so fitting that GMS became the first sponsor of this revived SERP program, which is again part of our Corporate Connect program. Remember the fifth pillar? As part of the Corporate Connect program, SERP is being revived, and who else better than Ravi Raut, Jug Kota, Mahesh Reddy. These three were individuals who put together the very first program around the time when Shrikantji was the national chair, national president. So this is all coming back together. I'm just a small voice here, but congratulations and be here.
You said the past, you are the future.
I'm the present, somebody else will be the future. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. Thank you. And now call upon, oh, I shouldn't have let you go, Piyush. I always keep letting you go. Please come here on stage. Piyush will be giving away 2 awards from, this is from the Detroit Engineered Products SERP, DEP SERP Awards. The first one goes to Basant Sharma, to Mr. Basant Sharma. Could you please come on stage? And I'd like to also invite Radha and Devi from DEP, Detroit Engineered Products, to please come on stage. And the next award, SERP Award from DEP, goes to Madhu Jampala. And Madhu is not available, I guess. He's not here. And well, the DEP folks rather, and I think you should just hold on to it. All right, Jay is getting getting on behalf of Madhu Jala. This is 2 awards from the Detroit Engineered Products DEP SERP Awards. And now for a group picture. Dr. Thomas Abraham from GHD to please come on stage. The next SERP awards go to Tej Gidda, Mr. Tej Gidda. He is not here, I guess, and Mr. Jayesh Srivastava. Mr. Jayesh Srivastava. All right, so Larry is right here, so thank you so much, gentlemen. This is the GHD SERP Awards. Thank you very much, gentlemen. And I would like to invite all of the board members, National and Michigan, to please come on stage. All the ASEI board members, please come on stage. Michigan and National ASEI. Ladies and gentlemen, put your ASEI hands together. These are the people of the past, present, and the future, making it happen for us, for ASEI. One more round of applause for the board members of ASEI Michigan and National. Can we have Mr. Rakesh Patel on stage, please? Mr. Rakesh Patel. I love the ladies. They're running this whole thing. You're leading the way with the right support behind you. So you need both to tango. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the ASEI Michigan and National team. Wonderful job, ASEI members. And now I would like Mr. Ram Ramanujam, short tribute to Mr. Ravi Bajaria. Ram Ramanujam is the National VP and advisor to the Michigan chapter.
Thank you, Anu. Thank you. So, we went through all the awards. We went through the Corporate Excellence Recognition Program awards as well. We'd just like to take 2 quick minutes. We actually went through one of. Can you hear me? Okay. So we definitely, as part of the Michigan chapter, would like to recognize Dr. Ravi Raut. You heard the family, you heard from his wife, Chitra. Again, it was really heart-moving to attend the service and hear about everything he did. And, you know, we talk about everything he did for ASEI, but what I learned was he was a fantastic gardener and actually engineered plants. So he continued his engineering in the gardening field as well. So you could about Dr. Ravi Raut, but I just wanted to say again from the national chapter and from the Michigan chapter in particular, we'd like to pay our respects and thank the family for sharing Dr. Ravi Raut with ASEI. So thank you for that. The next person we would like to recognize is Hans Bajaria. Again, a pioneer with ASEI from the very early days. Some of you who are there from the beginning would recognize Hans Bajaria. I'm not going to read what's up there. You can see that. But what I'd like to do is Hans's brother, Raj, is here tonight. And his wife, Neeru Bajaria, is here up front in the first table. So again, we thank them for sharing Hans with the ASEI and helping us get where we are. And I'd also like to invite Manthan Pandit to say a couple of words.
So, lose it? Oh, there. I appreciate this opportunity to recognize Dr. Hansraj Bajaria. And he was a very important part of our family. I would say that growing up, I didn't know how much of a giant that he was in the quality industry. And he was a very much part of ASEI, mentor to many. And I never really realized how much he always pushed me a little bit. Challenging me on what I should be doing, looking at future held. And it's something I look back now that after he's gone that I realize what he really did for me. He was pushing me also to become part of ASEI. I joined the 1996 convention. I remember that. And I never really knew that he was part of the founding group that helped start it back in 1983 with Hari Bindal. We lost him in 2001, but his family, as Ram mentioned, Raj Uncle and Neeru Auntie are still very active in the community, as well as their families. And so it's a great honor for me that we recognize him today from my family, the Bajaria family. So thank you.
Thank you very much. And so before we head to dinner, I would be remiss if I didn't recognize some of the founding members, senior members of ASEI who are here in the audience with us today. So first from Neeraj Bindal, his sister Nija is there, so the Bindal family, one of the founding members. In the back up there, and I'm sure I'm going to miss somebody because I don't have my glasses on, but I know there's the Voras are here, Sailesh Vora and Uma Vora back there. We have Nirdosh and Asha Reddy as well back there, Daksha Pandit and the Pandit family out there, Jag Kota and the Kota family out here. I'm sure I'm missing a few people, but I just again wanted to make sure that we mentioned that some of the families that have helped grow ASEI over the years are here supporting it. The youngsters who come here say, wow, it's amazing that the founders from 40 years ago are still interested and involved, which shows their passion for what we're doing. So once again, thank you all for coming. Dinner is served. We will have dinner in the back room back there. Sahil, I see, is indicating to us where to go, and then we'll come back for more entertainment. Thank you all.
Yeah. Continuing with a word of thanks while you go out for dinner, sincerely thank all the volunteers, all the ASEI chapter members, all Michigan as well as national chapter members, and all the speakers who came out to entertain us, not just entertain our brain, and all the family members. So it means a lot. When we started last few weeks, there's a big volunteers and a big army of volunteers who are going there to help us in all aspects. So we sincerely thank all of you. I'll be missing few people, but sincerely, thank you from the bottom of our heart. This 35th convention is a huge success. It's all because of you. Thank you so much.
going to start off with some music, some song by Srishti Challa and Harish Chittur. So I'd love for them to come on stage and entertain you, and along with Vijay Srivastav as well. Vijay Srivastav.